I thought I'd give you another update because I've just got back from JP's shop. Ben bought one of these off me from my one of my Sunday sort-outs, the Lucas double filter. And these are really good because you can get these filters all over the world, and one filters into the other, so you get really nice fuel. And they're, like I say, they're easy to change, and they've got the water traps underneath. Brilliant piece of kit. So what's the problem? It's the pipe fittings that's the problem. That there is an original Land Rover type fitting, which does screw into here. So they're too short. This is the difference in depth. It's only about 3 or 4 threads, but it makes a huge difference because you can put this in, but it won't tighten up. It won't tighten in the olive. It's too deep down here. I suppose you could machine it down a little bit, but so I've made some custom hoses for this. I'll show you what I did. So he also made another blank for here, so we've got fuel going through here and coming out there filtered. So we've got two of those nuts, and this one screws into here. I should do it up down like this, shouldn't I? So this one screws into here like this. So this is the outlet, and this goes to the banjo bolt, goes to the front of your injector pump. So that's going to keep that system nice and neat, because this goes to your lift pump. That's nice and neat. So you can mix and match your pipes around if you've got a handy machine shop. But I've done this before, how you get those barb fittings onto this plastic pipe. And just in case you missed it from years ago, probably have done. This is a typical Land Rover nylon pipe. I use this tool here. It comes in a really cheap brake flaring kit, but it's the best thing for doing these pipes. You clamp it, warm it up ever so slightly, not too much, but ever so slightly, and get your fitting. And I put a bolt through here just to stop this compressing, and then hit it with a hammer and they go in, and they look really nice at the end. You see, like that? Looks like a factory one, doesn't it? So that's that taken care of. Now another thing is about olives and fittings and pipes and stuff like this. If you're going to put just an olive on here, well, let me get shutter set up, I'll show you. Right, back again. So if you want to put one of these fittings onto this nylon pipe, not only do you need an olive, because these will compress around the pipe, the most important thing is this little brass ring, or steel ring, doesn't really matter, pushes inside the tube, and then when you compress your olive, it'll compress the nylon around the solid piece in the middle, that tube, and makes a really good tight fit. You know, it's not going to leak. Right, I'm going to show you another problem that I've got today, because I started to put some bits and pieces on this engine. Let's have a look. Well, you can see what sort of an issue we've got here. I've got the air intake on. They're very rare to find to be all in one piece, so that's good. But the power steering hose here goes right in front of the air intake, which is no good. And also at the back, it's hitting the alternator, and it's a right. So this is the next problem. The pressure pipe has got a great kink in it, and it's got some rub around it to stop it rubbing on the alternator. It's on a banjo fitting, but also there's the steering shaft here in the way. I think I can do it, but I've got to get the orientation of the fittings right, because if it's out and it's on a hydraulic fitting, I'll never get a chance to move it once it's crimped. So I think what I'm going to have to do is have a look in the container, because I think there's another pump there, and I wonder if it's the same fitting. It might have a better pipe on than that one. I think that one's been homemade, and maybe it doesn't fit right. Let me go and have a look in the container. Well, this one's different again. The pressure pipe comes in at the side, not at the back like on that one. And I'm not sure if that will be a straight swap over. I don't think so. No, it's different. Because there was 2 different types of brackets on these. So I'm going to have to drop the oil out, take that pipe off and see what we can do. The good thing is about this, it's got this pipe on here. See, it's curly. Now a typical 300 TDI one was like that. See? Completely different. I'm just wondering whether I can salvage something out of this. I've got a big pile of pipes. I'm wondering if I could get something along that orientation to fit. It's not that far off, you know. Look at that one. You know, it's the right size fitting. I'm going to have to cut these crimps off here, get the hose off, and then make a hybrid hose and chop this in half. Then it's a trip downtown to our local hydraulic shop to make a pipe. Now when you make a pipe, one of the things that's really important is once they're crimped, you can't turn these round. So you've got to mark the orientation of this piece, like mark it down here with a marker onto the pipe. So when it's crimped, they'll keep that in line, because you can't twist that, and that's what's gone wrong with that one. It's lost its orientation. You see what happens? It's no good. You want that pipe to just bend like that, not twisty like that. Let's see how we come on. Right, just got back from downtown, and the shop can't do crimps like this. So what do? Well, as in true fashion in North America, it's adapters on adapters on adapters. They managed to reuse this end because it had a bend in it, and that was crimped on at a factory before. So there's somebody's made this hose before. But at this end, to make my life a little bit easier to get the orientation right, they've put sort of a swivel connector on here. Oh, I hate adapters. With this that goes into the top of your power steering box, this screws onto here. So now it doesn't matter what orientation this is, it's all going to screw up kind of nice. Well, not screw up, but a chance of it there anyway. And I also obtained a couple of new hydraulic washers. The old one had got chewed up. I noticed it was little bits stuck in here, so that looks it's going to be good. So let's get this on, let's get the fuel filter on, and let's have a look what we've been doing today. It's now 3:45. I've been on this since 9 o'clock messing about. That's where your day goes, eh? Well, it's 5 o'clock, what a day. A lot of running around. Things are starting to work out. I've got this top blue hose here to work out. It seems as crazy that there's nothing to fasten these things to. Same with the alternator wire, that just seemed to be there in mid-air. It goes all the way around the back. I don't know why they just couldn't have attached it to the starter where all the rest of the wires are. That's crazy. Anyway, let's have a look at my hose and see how it worked out. So there you go. That's a lot better. And even if you want to put the under the wing air intake on, you could put it in now, and it's not touching the alternator at all. We'll have a look around the other side. Yeah, no touching the alternator. That's worked out really nice. Next thing I've got to do tomorrow is put a little bit of rubber in here, move the dipstick around a little bit to take it off that pipe, tighten this nut up here. I've got the hoses on, I've got the fuel filter on, pipes are on. Now I use a lot of this cable wrap on things like this. There's the new fuel pipe, and it hooks down to the pump down here. Return down here is just joined with a piece of pipe because you can't get those fitting for love nor money. Same with this one. This was like it before on the old engine, so I just left it. And again, from the pump up to here, it has got an electric pump on it, so we don't really need all this gizmo. I'm not really sure about all this, but I think what I'll do, I'll put some cable wrap around these hoses to stop them rubbing. Yeah, strange old system. Now tomorrow I'll start to put the air conditioning pipes in. Like I said, we've got oil going around it, so that's good. It's not far off from getting started. Should be alright. yes, it seems to be a very busy area this. I've got hoses here, I've put some cable protector around that thing there. There's no clips and nothing. It's really strange. It's just shoved in. And this thing here, well, it's just wandering around. I don't know what the hell that, if that's right. Somebody will tell me anyway. But it's coming on. Like I said, now we can start to put some pipes in for the air conditioning, and perhaps even in the wiring too. Oh, I've just remembered something. When I was looking for the fuel pipes to see which was the feed and return, I realised that you can't get that tray out with the air conditioning in. You know, the cover. Well, that's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? I mean, I don't know why that is. It just won't come out, it's not long enough. Maybe you were supposed to undo the seat bolts and tip the seat up. I bet that's it. Oh well, never mind. That's a job for another day. Yeah, like I say, we've got the wiring to go in for the AC. A few other bits and pieces to do. Deflock lever to go on. I'm sort of getting there anyway, so that's that. Now, if anybody's wondering what these are for, you can see there's been a few scrapes when we've been putting engines in. I made templates for these, and I made these. Actually, I've got these in the shop as a full template, so you can drill them out and make them, and it just protects your wings. I've got some like foam on the inside to protect your paint, but yeah, it's not just for advertising, it is to protect all this plastic and stuff, so that's what they're for. Anyway, that's it. I've had enough. Calling it a night. See you later.